Next up, we got another Air Max, sticking with the Air Max Day. And this one's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Not a model that I would necessarily go for, but I like this colorway.
Cool story behind it.
The Air Max 95 Premium Edition, and this is the ATL colorway.
I love it.
Very cool.
I love it.
Georgia Peach colors, I would say.
Georgia Peach kind of resembles can be related to the Atlanta Hawks, Falcons, Bulldogs. I do love the color palette on the 95 here with how it goes up to the red and orange.
It's very
beautiful,
very cool touch.
And the different shades of gray. Just a beautifully put together shoe, man, or colorway.
Now, this is something I wanted to ask you about as, still venturing into my sneaker journey.
Yes.
The Air Max is almost not confusing, but I just think it's interesting that you have the Air Max 1, you have the Air Max 95, you have the Air Max 96, all these different Air Max models that they still manufacture and release, and it's not even necessarily, I mean, as far as I understand it, it's not necessarily like a retro, it's I just think, I don't know if how you would explain it, because it's almost like, when I say Air Max, that can mean a number of different, it's like almost more a line than a model, where if I say a Jordan 1, you know exactly what that looks like. Where if I just say Air Max, it could be this. It could be the ones we just looked at.
So broad.
Yeah. So I don't know, or how would you explain that to someone if they asked you what an Air Max is, or what the line is?
So I would separate it. We briefly spoke about this during the Pippin episode. So Pippin had an Air Max. I would separate it into two. So Zoom Air, which is also a bubble but not exposed, a little more lower and to the ground, which what Pippin transferred to, because he had an Air Max system in his shoe, which he did not like because of how high off the ground he felt. He wanted to feel a little more in control, right? But the difference is the systems that cover the bottom of the shoe. So basically,
that makes sense.
Air Max system, a little bit bigger of a bubble with I don't know if you can see it here, but there's kind of almost like teeth that separates the bubble to kind of to absorb the impact. So the Air Max system is more of let's just call it a more exposed air bubble and a little bit higher off the ground, as opposed to Zoom Air, which is covered, not exposed air bubble and closer to the ground. So that's probably how I would explain it. And then you have all these new other technologies now, 5 million different ones.
Yeah.
Like Epic React. The GT Cut has different stuff in it. All these different shoes have all these different so this Nike Free, the Nike Free Run is like a cushion. It's not even an air bubble. It's just a soft, almost like a memory foam type sole. But if you were to say an Air Max, then you separate like that.
And you can pick your shoes from in there, because if I just said I've got a Zoom Air, you'd be like, whoa,
which one?
What model?
Yeah.
But if I just said, I have some Air Maxes, you kind of have that's a model.
Yes.
And,
No, you're exactly right, because when you say Air Max to me, what I think of, I think of this. I think of the 97. I think of Air Max 1.
Yeah.
I think of Air Max 90, and those are the four almost founding fathers.
The big ones.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Very interesting.
So that's what I think of when if you were to ask me. Good question.
These are also releasing through Sneakers for a whopping $185. Yeah.
Whoa.
We talked about it. These were released in Atlanta early. But for everyone else, they're going to be releasing on April 4th. So if you missed the early draw, if you are in Atlanta, keep your calendars marked for this one.
Yeah.
And everyone else in the country, April 4th is your day through Sneakers.
Shout out Atlanta.
ATL.
This is a beautiful pair, for you guys. I think each city should eventually get
would be dope.
Their own shoe.
A city series?
Yeah.
Oof, that would be tough.
I mean, LA has they have the Dodger Vans, they have Lakers colors stuff, but
Thanks for watching this video, guys. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below.
And if you want to catch our latest episode, click the link down there. And if you want to check the newest Copper drop, click the link up there.